Yo, welcome guys to a new Escape from Tarkov video on this channel. As you can see, we are on the reserve base map, and probably you came here because of the title. This is going to be a reserve base key guide, basically. So I'm going to show you all the rooms that you can unlock with keys, and I'm going to show you what spawns in them. I'm sorry that it is like a little bit dark because it's raining in game, but I tried to get like different weather conditions. But as soon as it got sunny, like it got sunny a little bit. Then I went into this raid and it immediately got rainy again, so yeah, I don't know, I just hope it doesn't get too loud, because otherwise I'm going to tune down the audio. Also on the run I'm going to show you like a couple of spawns that I check out as well, that you might not know about, so this is more or less of like a little loot run, and yeah. I'm going to show you what I do, or like a key guide and a loot guide at the same time. So we're currently in Dome or Queen or Radar Tower, however you want to call it. There's like different callouts for this building. And yeah, you want to head to the second floor of the Dome, Radar Tower Queen, and then you want to unlock this door, for example. Like there's two doors that you can unlock in Dome. Some people don't even know about these two doors, but yeah, we're here now. So in this room, there's a desk where intelligence folders can spawn right here on this table, and on top of the drawers, there's like drawers here as well that you can loot for some extra searching experience stuff. That room was, by the way, rb-korl. That's around 670k, I would say. And this room is rb-rs, and this room is like 500k. The first room, like rb-korl, I don't know, I always used to extract on this side, like on the cliff extract that I'm going to show you in a second as well. So I always have my paracord with me and my red rebel. So I always come here, I usually come here. Sometimes I use the train as well when I'm like super late and I'm still down, and then I will use the train, but usually I come here. So having this key, for example, is kind of handy because you're always around, so it's worth the extra 670k. Maybe not for the loot inside, but since you're always on this, like I am always on this extract, it's worth for me because I found like 4 or 5 input spawns already, so it was kind of worth it. So this room costs 500k and it has 2 toolboxes inside, and there's a tech spawn on this desk and on server Rex as well, I believe. I just didn't find too crazy stuff in here so far. Is this room worth it? You can use it, like if you're fighting against people over there, it's maybe really good for like an off angle. Also, you can see like down here when people head down to the extract, so you can check that out as well while you're here. But all in all, for the loot, for the money you make out of this room, this key is not really worth it, I would say. So yeah, let's head down now. We're on the bottom floor of the radar tower now. As you can see, there's a duffel bag right here. You can check. There's metal scissor spawns on these shelves, so you can check them out as well all the time. And you can check for some extra spawns on these server ranks as well, because I believe they have some kind of decent spawns. And yeah, as I said, I'm sorry about the rain being loud while I tried to get into a lot of raids, but they all had rain, so yeah. So we're unlocking rb-kprl right now. This room costs like 300k currently. What is in this room? On top of the safe there's an intelligence spawn, and on top of the desk as well. And as you can see, there's one safe here, one safe here. Also there's like a small pistol case, small safe down here. You can find rubles, dollars and euros in it, but besides from that I didn't find anything. Some people said this is pistol case, but the pistol spawns in there are not implemented yet, but I'm not too sure about that. So this room doesn't need a key, but I always check it out as well, because there's an input spawn either here or on the desk, and you have a safe here, a PC there, and a couple of drawers over there. So in my opinion, it's worth checking out. Yeah, we're going to check out some spawns as well that don't need keys as well. But as I said, this is like a key guide slash loot run, so I just wanted to share my experiences. So on top of this wooden pallet, there's like a tech spawn, and as you can see on the sandbags as well, or cement bags, or whatever that is. So what we want to do now is head down. We're Like there's a connection between North Pawn, North Dorm, and Raider Tower Queen. We are using this connection right now. Like we're heading down into the bunker area. As you can see, there's a duffel bag here. You can find attachments on this desk, for example, silencers, you can see, and flashlights. Usually there's like ammo and like mags and stuff as well. On this like desk, no, it's like a fallen over drawer filing cabinet. There's like text bonds on top of it. You can find radios or COFDMs, or however you want to call them, or military cables and MGTs on top. So that's like a bond that is definitely worth checking. Right in here there's a spawn for rb-korl, I think. The key sells currently for 40k, so yeah, it's pretty decent for a round slot, so I would always check that out. On top, as in one of these shelves, there's a spawn for rb-2. The key sells for 420k right now, so it's definitely worth checking this out when you're down here already. Right here there's a tech spawn. You can find like fuel tanks and stuff on this desk as well, or on this thing here as well, and on the ground like this. So once we head in here, it's really foggy when it's raining outside. They should really fix that. There's like phase array elements, AESA spawns on top of these server racks. That's always worth checking out. In this room there's also 3 toolboxes. One is right here, one is over there, you can see it there, and one is in the corner here. So now we come to one of the best not locked rooms right now. There's a folder of intelligence spawn right here. There's a folder of intelligence spawn right here, and one right there. I found all of them already, like all the 3 spawns. I don't know if there's even more maybe, but I only found these 3 so far. There's a PC here as well, you can check that for flash drives. I found some already here. There's drawers in here too, and a safe as well. So this room is kinda good. I would say if this room would get a key next wipe or next patch, I would definitely get this. Like that room over there is pretty decent, in my opinion. So once we head down, we can check like the server racks as well. Like right here, there's tech spawns and stuff, so you can get phase array elements as well, I believe. And yeah, on this desk there's a folder of intelligence spawn as well, and you can see the toolbox over here as well that you can check out. Once we're here, you can check this weight thingy. There's like FP100 spawns and fuel tank spawns and other tech spawns on the end here. Worth checking that out. And once you head down, you can go prone on this barrel and loot a duffel bag that's right there. On this desk there's like tech spawns as well. You can find helixes that you can trade for rebuy-Rs, for example, so worth checking that out. I would always check like back here. I found like loose tech spawns on the ground, like right here I found some, and as you can see, military circuit board. So always check the ground here. There's 2 jackets here, 1 duffel bag, and on the table here there's a folder of intelligence spawn. So if you count all the folder of intelligence spawn together, we have 3 in that one room, 1 below it, and 1 right here. That's like 5 folder of intelligence spawn in this bunker area. So yeah, it's not really, they're not really that rare either. Like I usually find like at least 1 in 3 raids. So yeah, that's really worth checking out. Where the slide here is, right below it, there's there's like spawns for fuel tanks, water fillers, motors, silicone tubes, helixes, and light bulbs. So a tech spawn, pretty much. And down here, in all of these things, there's like filter spawns, as you can pick out. And there's like metal fuel tanks and things as well. So always worth coming here, to be honest. Right. Also on this barrel here, there's like, as you can see, a food spawn, so you can find sugar, condensed milk, and stuff here. So always worth checking out that as well. Box, there's like ammo spawn that you can check out as well. Up. We're currently heading into North Pawn. Like as you can see, this is the sign of the pawn. As you can see, there's a weapon box right here, and you can check out the toolbox over there as well. So we're in North Pawn right now. It's really rainy outside. So once you're in here, you can check this room. This room is RB orb 2, I think. Pretty sure this is RB orb 2. Let me check it really because I can, like, I know most of the key names by now already. But like with some of them I struggle, I would say, to be honest, because like it's kind of hard to remember like all the different stuff. Yeah, this is definitely RB orb 2, I was right. So in this room there's like attachments, as you see, there's like compressors, find scopes in here too. There's drawers here as well. As you can see, you can find guns in here as well. They're kind of modded, like this is a raider gun. So yeah, there's ammo itself as well, and one more weapon crate worth checking out. Room costs 420k, by the way, so you have to figure out for yourself if you wanna spend that money on a key. I would say it's definitely worth it because I'm always doing like a run, so like when I'm going to reserve, I'm always checking out a couple of locations, and depending on the spawn where I am, I used to check everything all this around, so yeah. On top of these filing cabinets, there's like gold chain spawns and stuff, so this RB or 1, this room costs 40k and it's definitely worth getting because it's only 40k. Find 1 gold chain on top of these doors, you have like 30 of those 40k back already, so yeah. There's like attachments in here and ammo as well, so yeah, it's definitely worth getting. There's a grenade box right here, also worth checking out if you want to level your strength now with the reset of the skills. There's a follow-up intelligence one right here, next to the candle to the right. This spot, I just wanted to show you this spot because many people overlook the spot. From this spot you can see like all the way back to the big open area behind rb-st. So I'm going to show you later what rb-st is. But you can see like a lot from this window. You can see like the way up to Dome Queen Radar Tower as well. So if I'm here and I hear shots, I'm just coming to this window, just checking it out really quick. And yeah, this small hut over here, for all the people that don't know, there's the hermetic door switch inside, so you can trigger 1 extract and raiders with that. Alright, get down now. Okay. In all of these buildings, by the way, like if you're just here, just check all the beds and the barrels and all that stuff, because you can find like Salivas, car first aids, and morphine pretty much everywhere. I just don't know all the spawns because I don't really just loot for Salivas, because later on the loot run I'm going to show you why. On this box there's like a sugar and food spawn, but mostly sugar. I didn't really find anything else here, to be honest, so always check that out because I'm crafting my own moonshine with sugar, so if you're doing that, definitely check that spawn out. Right, so we headed into West Pawn right now. There's a medpack right there that you can check out, but we're going to check one of the most rushed rooms in the game right now. This is rb-bk, the room costs 40k, 60k I mean, sorry. In here this is like basically a normal mark room. You can find like tech spawns, guns, weapon crates, grenade cases, ammo cases, money cases, and all that good stuff. Also there's like key tool spawn on the sofa right here, and you can find key as well. Always check these desks, you can find gold chains, even below the book you can find gold chains below the book sometimes. And there's like ammo spawn, right, an ammo spawn here. Right. So we are heading to RBTB. RBTB is 42k, and this room is also worth getting because, as you can see, you can get like scopes. There's like silencer spawns, suppressor spawns as well, and you can find guns too. So if you loot this room once, same goes for the mark room, by the way. If you loot one of these rooms once and you get lucky, you have all your money back, so I would definitely recommend investing in getting those keys. So we're on the first floor right now, and we are going to check out RB Orb 3. RB Orb 3 costs 60k on the market, as you have like a weapon rack here, ammo that can spawn There's one more weapon rack, more attachments in these shelves as well, some filing cabinets. So, is this room worth 60k? Yes, it is. You can always get your money back. So now we're opening one room that kind of disappointed me. This room is rb-OB. Room costs 500k, and there's one intelligence spawn on this desk, and I think maybe on the chair. I'm not sure about the chair one though. There's filing cabinets and gold chain spawns all over these shelves, but as you can see, this is how my room usually looks. It's like completely empty, but I didn't sell the key because I have it now, so I don't really mind having it. But if you would ask me, this key is not really worth investing into. So this is basically an open room, but it's like pretty similar to the orb rooms. You can find like vodka and condensed milk and sugar on top of these boxes as well, because there's a food spawn right here. As you can see, there's some ammo as well that can spawn, and attachments in these shelves, and you have some drawers too. So it's worth checking out, in my opinion, even though it doesn't need a key. Right. So now before we head into this south pawn, I wanted to show you one bunker because many people overlook that bunker, me included. I don't really loot it that often, but especially if you're like on your mission for proper, where you need to find the OF seashells. I think the mission is called regulated materials. You need to find like 10 OF thread shells and 1 tank battery. I would always recommend coming in here because you can find also ammo and stuff up here. As you can see, there's a tech spawn right here. I think AESAs can spawn right here as well, and you can find paracord in these shelves as well, I think. On top of these like shelves, you can find the OFZ shells and AESAs as well, the phase array elements. So it's always worth checking out this bunker, in my opinion, especially if you're on the quest and if you have some spare space. Like usually when you're like fully looted up and you come around, like if you were just like in this area and you want to go on the edge of the map, why not give it a check, you know? Might get some extra money from it. Right. So we are heading into South Pawn right now. Also one of the most known, there's also one of the most known locations of this map in here as well. There's a couple of rooms in here as well, like there's a jacket here, and nade case as well, some filing cabinets in the back. And in these shelves, I would always recommend checking these shelves because you can find radios and military cables and MGTs inside of them. Would always check them out. I don't know about these shelves, but about the other ones definitely. Right. So this room is rb-am. This room costs 65k. And it's also definitely worth getting because you can find radios and other tech spawn in these shelves like MGTs and cables. There's like old fire steel spawns as well. Like if you just get this old fire steel and just bring it out, you have like 40k from 65k back already, and yeah, it's really worth checking out because you can find like FP100 tanks in these shelves as well. There's a folder of intelligence spawn right here. And you can find like suppressors and other stuff on this desk, and you have like 3 toolboxes, 1 green weapon crate, and a jacket as well. So this room is definitely one of the most underrated rooms. Yeah. This room is rb-AK. We are not going to unlock it yet because I'm going to show you. Like this key right here is costs around 550k. And it's not really worth getting unless you really like, if you have the money and if you have the people and you have like 1 empty space, you can get it, but I will show you why it's not really worth it. So on this chair there's a graphics card and Tetris spawn. It's kind of rare, but I found both items already on there, and I don't know about the rest of the desks, but I always come here to check them out just for some extra bucks. There's a duffel bag right here, but that's not really the most important part. These shelves again, if you can find radios, MGTs, and all the good military tech spawns. Oh, get into the wrong room, my bad. So, in this room, you can check the shelves again for military tech spawns. You can find like all the good stuff from the other rooms, the other shelves as well. So in this room, there's like a tech spawn right here on the ground, next to the toolbox, I believe it is. Always check the desk as well, and this desk here. So if you're in one of the rooms, like in this room or the room over there, always make sure that you don't get sniped from dome or the north spawn, because like usually people like to sit in there. Like I got sniped, or not sniped to death, but I got hit so many times while doing this. So yeah, you need to be really careful. So if you jump on the left window, make always sure it's the left one, not the right one, because you can't really get through the right one. Yeah, you can't really get through that, so you have to use the left part. So we're now in rb-AK. That's the room we needed the $550 key for. You can just jump into the room. Sometimes it's handy to have the key. As I said, people like to snipe in there, so in my opinion, it's worth getting this key because you can get sniped. But like if you're early rate and not late rate, early wipe and not late wipe, you don't really need this key. A lot of hatchlings come here as well, so usually it's looted already if you get here late into the raid. But it's always worth checking out because you can find graphics cards and Tetrises on these shelves. Always make sure to check these shelves really carefully, because especially the Tetrises and LCDs like to take the color of the shelves and they blend in super well. On this desk there's a Tetris spawn and the graphics card spawn as well. As you can see, we found a motor for ourselves as well. There's like a lot of tech spawns in this room in general, so I would always check this room out as well. Because also you have like 2 PCs over there, so if you're looking for flash drives as well, you can check that location out. Right. So we are heading into the infamous medical house right now. That's at least how I call it with a couple of friends. You can find like meds in these rooms. There's a duffel bag right here, but the good loot is upstairs. This room is rb-smp. In these shelves I found so many ophthalmoscopes already. I even got a double spawn once. This room costs 40k and I got a double ophthalmoscope spawn here, so I got like 180k from one run. So this room is definitely worth getting. As you can see, there's a stim right here. On the ground right here, next to these, like in the middle of these things, pretty much where the painkillers are here. You can find like med spawn as well. In these shelves you can find like golden star stims, salivas, H2O2 and all the other med spawns pretty much. Right, so we're heading down the hallway now. This room is rb-ksm. I just recently got this key for myself because I'm not really too excited about this room, but it has like med spawns and food spawns like all over the place. But yeah, I don't really check this room out. So you're going to head on the roof now. You're going to drop through the hole, and this weapon case, this weapon box right here, has a higher chance for getting the Red Rebel ice pick. I never found it myself here, but I just got told by some friends that this weapon case in particular has a higher spawn chance for the Red Rebel. So if you're here already, why not give it a go, you know, like might get it and yeah, some extra money, right? So we are heading into King right now. This building is called King for a good reason, in my opinion. It has like one of the... Wait, I just had a white dot. Yeah, whatever, fuck that. I didn't know about the spawn there, so... we are in King right now. This room doesn't need a key, so it gets rushed by hatchlings as well. You can find like graphics cards and other tech spawns on top of these things. Always make sure to check out really close to these white things. This one. To this one, as you can see, there's like items inside of the server rack, and there's another spawn on top of this, inside of this as well. You can find phase array elements in here as well, but I'm pretty sure they nerfed loot spawns, so yeah, you're not going to find them that often, to be honest. There's an intelligence spawn right on top of this red blue line as well. There's like tech spawns on that shelf as well, but I'm going to come to that maybe. Like you can jump, actually, I'm going to show that right now. If you're in here, you can just jump out here. There's the hermetic door switch, dome and radar tower, so dome queen radar tower is on top here, so you can just jump out and run out here if you really need to, or under pressure or something. So we're going to head into the basement first. Inside of the basement, this is RBGN. This room is kind of pricey. It's 1.3 mil. There's 2 toolboxes inside. You can find FP100s, tool sets, and military tank batteries inside of this room, and old fire steel. So if you have the money spare, this key is kinda good because I usually find at least one of the items. Sometimes it's empty though, as you know, like Tarkov. If you don't have Tarkov Prime, you don't get always loot, so yeah. Right. Down here there's one more room. This room is called RB-OP. It's 1 million rubles, and you can find an intelligence one on the desk, and that's it pretty much. So I don't know, this room is not really worth getting in my opinion, both of these rooms. Like, if you have the money and if you have like all the other keys already, sure, why not go for it, because like the other room, especially the rb-kn key, is kinda good because you can find some expensive items in here. But this room I would rate as not really that useful because you can just get like one intelligence one, that's it. And that's not really that crazy, to be honest. So if we head up, like there's server rooms in here as well, so you can find even more tech loot. In here there's some tech spawns as well, so it's always worth checking that out. And even more tech spawns. Like if you go through, you can go through all of these rooms. Like there's some filing cabinets in some of them as well. I'm going to show that to you right here. Like there's even ammo spawns and stuff in here. I usually just don't come here because I don't really bother coming here. Like I get all the good loot from below and then I usually dip out, because this is also a really campy area. As you can see, there's duffel bags and stuff, the rooms as well, and yeah. What you can check though, if you're up here already, there's a folder of intelligence spawn right here where the lamp points on the desk. That's it. Also for some of you that didn't know, if you open this door, like you're down the hallway now and then to the left, you can get onto the roof as well from here. Okay. So actually, show you this room. Or was it? It was right here somewhere. Yeah. This is rb-rh. This room costs 93k. You have 2 filing cabinets, a weapon rack, ammo spawn, and some shelves as well where you can find attachments. So I don't really bother with this room for the loot. I just got this key so you can like look down into the garage of King, because if you have this key and you look down, you just have an advantage over people sitting in here. So I would definitely, if you have like the extra money and you wanna just, this is like the same like RB-RS on top of Dome. These 2 rooms are basically like not really worth for the loot, but they're good for positioning. So if you're in a fight here, you can use that key to your advantage. As you can see, like we have server racks right here that you can all check out. Like there's some like military circuit board spawns, graphic card spawns, iridium spawns, and all the stuff is like in here. So you can definitely check this out. Also there's like a couple of shelves on the back where you can find like radios, as you can see here. They're like 100k, so it's always worth checking out this. But it gets rushed by hatchlings a lot as well, so you might be unlucky and not get stuff because the hatchlings did it already. Right. So now we are going to head into the night buildings. Okay, you can't get in this. Okay. I don't really loot these too much, so I don't really know the area around too well, as you can see. There's some shelves as well that you can check for tech spawns and the tool crate and the jacket right here. I'm not sure about this garage, so I'm not going to say anything, but I think there might be some offset shelves in here. In the garage on the desk, but I'm not too sure about that because I never found any myself. So this room is rb-smp21. This room costs 55k. We're currently in Black Knight, by the way. And there's like folder of intelligence spawns on the desks in here. You can find military tank batteries, I think, on the ground or on the table as well. There's a lot of attachments, and like you can see, there's a gun right here. This room costs only 55k, and if you bring out this AK, the AK is probably around 30k and the suppressor around 20. So you get like this one AK and you have all your money back, and there's like intelligence spawns and tank battery spawns in here too. So in my opinion, it's definitely a really good key, and I would always get my hands on this key. So now we're heading to the roof. On the roof you can check for like ammo, and there are some spots where you can find attachments. I think it's in here and over here. I'm not sure if it's this, like you can find the weapon boxes as well, but like on either this roof or on the White Knight roof there's like thermal spawns as well. So one thermal sells currently for 2 to 300k depending on the time and day. So I would definitely recommend checking it out if you're here already and you're desperate for loot. And yeah, I just don't like the night buildings myself, because I usually get camped up here. Like there's people camping in here, so I don't really like it. You can find OXZ shells all over here in garage. Like there's a lot of spawns in here. You can find tank batteries in here as well, I'm pretty sure, but I just never found one myself. I just got unlucky, to be honest. Alright, so this room is rb-smp13. In here you can find intelligence spawn, like on the desk here or on the chair. You can find tank batteries, FP100s. Like it's really weird. Like the FP100s can spawn in these shelves as well. They just are glitching like through the filing, through the shelves. So yeah, right. Train just arrived. We're kind of long in this run right now, actually. So if you're on top here, you can check like this PC for flash drives and some filing cabinets. There's some side spawns in here, as you can see. I think this is also where you get the thermals, like right here in this area. There's 2 holes, by the way. Like one hole is right here and another one's right here. I would never recommend dropping in this hole, because you're going to drop into the garage, and you're not really going to gain anything from here, just some broken legs. In this shelf there's med spawns and food spawns. And this room right here is rb-smp22. This room costs around 1.7 million rubles. You can get attachments from these shelves, like sights as well. I think you can get like thermals in here as well. There's a military tank battery spawn right there. That's also worth checking out, and you can find like guns and attachments here as well. Alright, I'm going to make a cut here really quick, because it's getting like really dark in the raid, so I'm just going to get into a new raid really quick so we can see stuff again. Right, so I'm back. It's kind of still dark because it's raining. I tried like 5 different times to join back into the raid, but I got rain always. I don't know how to get around this issue. So we're in the White Knight right now, and I'm heading into towards rb-st right now. In here you can find like various tech spawns, loose tech spawns around. Like there's some fuel tanks that can spawn like around this thingy right here, as you can see right here. On here. So this room is rb-st. This room costs around 200k. If you get in here, you can find military tank batteries right here. I think over there as well. You can find OXZ shells here, here. I'm pretty sure here as well. Right here too. On this wooden thingies, there's like a weapon crate right here, a weapon crate up there. 2 nade boxes here. You can find AAs or space array elements here as well on these wooden shelves. There's attachments in here that you can find, like right here, for example. You can find even more loose loot around here. This room is really good if you're on the regulated material quest on proper, where you need to find 10 offset shells and 1 tank battery, so I would really recommend getting this key then. So what we are going to do now, we're going to head towards White Knight again, then we're going to take a left turn here. Okay, so I'm going to show you this right now. Pretty quick. Oh. This door is always open, as you can see, and if you go down here, you're going to get into the bunkers with the PS keys. I'm going to show them in a sec. I just wanted to cover a couple of other loot spawns. I just wanted to show you one of the entrances. This is the broken train station entrance, so I'm remember that, because I'm going to show you where you will get out if you go down there, where you will get out if you go there. And this is the, I call it RBST tower, the brick tower. You can, if you head down here, there's a jacket here, and if you go down, you will get to the bunkers as well. So I'm going to tell you which one of the ways is which down in the bunkers. Like there's two, or actually there's 4 ways in. So I'm going to tell you where you would have got, where we would have gotten out if we would have went there. So there's a jacket right here on the train. You can check out. On these shelves you can find like motors and fuel tanks too. Okay, so we're going to head here. This is the middle, like there's 3 areas I would say. This is the ST side, this is the, over there is the wall side, and we're in the middle right now. And in the middle, towards train station, you can find tech spawns right here, on these desks as well. And there's a tech crate right here. In this tech crate you can find like all the different tech spawns. Like you can find power cords, you can find drive fuel, you can find matches, pack of nails, like all the good tech spawns can spawn in there as well. You can even get tank military tank batteries out, so yeah. You always check these shelves. There's a weapon crate right here, some more loose tech spawn over here. So we can get even more tech spawns from these shelves, like usually there's like fuel tanks and stuff. On this brick and in front of it, you can find like fuel tanks and other tech spawns as well, and on these shelves I'm pretty sure as well. Alright. So this open door right here is another bunker entrance, and that door over there is a bunker entrance as well. So we're going to head down in a second. First I want to show you a couple of more spawns. You can find paracords inside of here. Yeah, that's a pretty decent spawn to check. On top of these blue barrels too, and in this shelf as well. If you head here, you can find like other stuff on top of this truck as well. Right here, where the red light is the hermetic bunker extract, as you can see. If the light is green and the alarm is going off, then this extract is open and you can extract like right behind the metal door. Alright, we're going to head down right now. Right, so this is one way of going down. This way of going down, like if you go here, we just walked here and checked the power cord spawns back there. So this is like two of the ways, pretty much. So we're going to cover like, there's 4 cages inside of here. I always used to struggle with the names until I made this video. This room here, this cage right here is rb-ksp1. This is like a ration room. You have 4 ration crates, 1 med crate, and 1 tech crate in here. This room costs 50k only. Tech crate is right here, by the way. There's 2 doors that you can open in here. So if you would go here, and if we would go all the way, like if you would just follow the way out, you would get out in the ST tower, in the brick tower that I showed you before, where I said you have to remember. That's where you would get out, that tower. This room right here is rb-ksp2. You have 2 tech crates, 2 ration crates, and 1 med crate. The first tech crate is right here, and the second tech crate is right there. Why it's always worth checking these tech crates, you can get, as I said, like power cords, drive fuel, tank batteries, and all that stuff. And you might wonder, why would I check the ration crates and the med crates then? Well, the ration crates and the med crates have really decent spawns as well. For the ration crates you can get sugar, condensed milk, aquamaris, and all the good food spawns. And from the med crates you can get ophthalmoscopes. I actually found like 4 or 5 this wipe already from med crates, and you have a 0.02% chance of finding Ledexes from med crates. So I mean, I never found one myself, and I kind of doubt that I will find one for myself, but you know, like, you can just check it out. You might get lucky, you never know. This room is rb-ps81. This is probably the most expensive room down here. Like, the room over there was, the room with the 2 tech crates over there was like 1.2 million ruble. And this room is basically double the price, it's like 2.3 million rubles. You have 3 med crates in here, 1 ration crate, and 1 tech crate. The tech crate is right here. Alright. So if you would use this extract, like if not this extract, like this way out, you would get out on the the door, the metal door, where I said it's always open, below the broken train station. Like you would get out right here if you would go this way. On top of here, there's like spawns for phase array elements, metal fuel tanks, silicon tubes, helixes, filters like the one I picked up in the raid before, where I had to change raids to blue ones that you can use for your super water production. This room is called rb-ps82. It's 40k, and you have 1 tech crate right here, and you have, besides from that, 3 med cases boxes in here. So yeah, I would always check that out. If you go down there, there's nothing. I'm just going to say that because a lot of newer players get confused, because like there's one way out, there's a second way out, there's one way out, and then there's one more way out. Over here there's no way out, and scavs can spawn down there. So if you're looting a cage and you hear running sound from down there, a scav just spawned in and is running towards you usually. Scav boss can spawn down here as well, so I would always be careful. Also, if you are going out of here, like going in here is not the hard part, but getting out sometimes can get really messy. I would never recommend getting out in the brick tower unless you really have to, because the brick tower is super open, and if there's people like on top of here where I'm going to go in a sec, they will definitely snipe you. Also from the open area behind RBST, there's like people. A lot of times there's people around, so I wouldn't use the brick tower. The other way out, like the broken train station with the open metal door, that's already better. And then there's 2 ways out in here as well. This one is a safe way, because you have like cover from the broken train station and stuff. I would definitely recommend going there. Just for the purpose of the video, I'm going to go out here because I will get to the loot spawns faster here, to the last 2 that I wanted to check. Because as you can see, if you get out here, you have like really open space. The brick tower can see you, this can see you, and I would just want to show you this really quick. Like if you get out in the brick tower, you have to use this door where I'm pointing at right now, and then you have to run like either there or there. Like you need to run into cover, and if there's multiple people around, you will kind of get screwed. So I would recommend always getting out on that side. If you're coming from the medical house and you just ran here, from the edge of the map, you can just go out and loot the broken train station, to be honest. Like, why not? Then you have something to do as well while doing this. So, if you spawn on this side, like this run works out with pretty much every single spawn. You can just go the other way pretty much, or on some runs, like usually you don't get to loot everything. As you saw, like the video took a lot of time for me. I mean, if I'm just looting, I'm obviously quicker than when I'm explaining, but still, I usually can't loot everything on this map. Also, usually it's not really worth to try it, because some places are looted already, or you get into some PvP and then you are kind of juiced up already. So in this house you can jump into right here from the back side. I would also recommend doing this, because if you come, like the front door is right here, if you just run down straight here, the train station can see you, and like people on top that came behind you might be able to see as well. So if you go the safe way behind, you should be good to go, to be honest. So this is the second marked room of the map. It's called, the key or the room is called rb-bo. It's 80k currently. As you can see, you can find grenade cases and other cases inside of here as well. You can find box cases in here as well. As you can see, like basically all the marked room loot that you can find. As you can see, I got like kind of lucky, because grenade case is like 500k, the docs case is like 200k, the fuel tank is like 80k. So just from these items we got like 800k, I would say. And from the items from the last run we got some money as well. So yeah, as you can see, this map is like really good for looting. And also in offline raid, in offline mode, the loot kind of bad. So yeah, this room is rb-AO. It's 180k. It's basically an attachment room, and you can see like you can get suppressors and stuff from here as well. So By the way, about the bunkers, right? Like all the PSP keys, like with the crates, the 2 cheap keys I would definitely get. And if you want to get the rb-ksp2 and the rb-ks81 key, I mean, if you're looting down there anyways all the time, I would definitely recommend getting these keys because they will pay back over time for sure. I got like all my money back already, so I don't really mind too much about spending money on those keys. And just if you're like early wipe or you don't have that much money, buy the rb-ksp1 and the rb-ks82 key. They cost not even 100k together, and you will get like from just one run and you will get like all your money back probably. Alright, so we're heading into the last building from this run right now. This is the train station. Obviously the train arrives from this side and leaves back there as well. There's a paracord spawn right on this boxes on the box here. There's a paracord spawn on top here as well. I believe there's one right here as well. As you can see where the motor spawn is, probably their spawn as well. There's paracord spawn on this desk and right next to the toolbox. There's a jacket here and a weapon crate over here. And that's pretty much it for the loot run. There's probably even more paracord spawns in the train station, but I just don't really know all of them because there's like a shit ton of them. I found like 4 or 3 different ones already in here, so yeah, that's all for this video, to be honest. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to put out a Google document probably with all the key prices and like the tier of the keys. I would say I'm going to make like a tier for the keys. If it's really worth getting the key or not, if it really pays off or if it doesn't. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry that I didn't put out the customs loot run as I promised in the last video. I'm probably going to work on the customs loot run after this video, so make sure to stay tuned and hit that sub button to not miss the new content that's about to come, because right now, as you can see, I was kind of grinding the game. Got myself the kappa container, as you can hear, so I was kind of playing the game a lot, get my quests done and farm some money for some thick cases and stuff. So yeah, I think that's where the video is ending, and I hope you enjoyed it and going to see where the future takes us with the videos. See ya in the next one then.